Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan, Assistant Professor, MIT Aurangabad, presenting my video on the topic Polar Curve Tracing from Engineering Mathematics 1. General form of any polar curve is R is equals to f of theta. Specific meaning for R and theta. For that, consider this figure. Curve R is equals to f of theta. Line OX is called as the initial line. Point O is called as the pole. Take or consider any point P with the coordinates r and theta. Join that point P with this origin or pole. We get a radius vector OP whose length is r. R is the length of that radius vector. Draw a tangent to the curve at point P, making an angle of psi. Therefore, psi is the angle made by the tangent with initial line. Then phi is the angle between this radius vector OP and this tangent, if we call this as suppose point T. Therefore, PT is the tangent, and angle between this radius vector and that tangent is phi. Let P with the coordinates r theta be any point on the curve r is equals to f of theta. Then vector OP is called as the radius vector whose length is r. Theta is the angle made by that radius vector with this initial line, and psi is the angle made by that tangent with initial line, and then phi, that is the angle between radius vector OP and this tangent PT, where tan phi is given by r into d theta by dr. Formula to find tan phi. Then one important note, R is taken as positive if measured away from O along the line bounding the vertical angle. Therefore, this is that line bounding this vertical angle theta, and we have to consider the value of R as positive if we take it on the upper side of this line, and is taken as negative if measured in the direction opposite to above. Means if we consider the value of R in below this line, then it is considered as negative. For example, if we consider some points, suppose A point with the coordinates A 0 degree, B point minus A by 2 30 degree, C point suppose 2A 90 degree, and D point suppose minus A and 135. With the help of all this, for example, different points, I will explain how we can plot these points in this figure. Theta equals to 0 degree, theta equals to 90 degree, theta equals to 180 degree. Then a line between these two, theta equals to 45 degree. Theta is equals to 135 degree. like this, we have to draw different lines for different angles. This is for theta equals to 30 degree. Theta equals to 60 degree, like this. Here 120 and 150. First value is for the value of r, and second value is the angle made by that with initial line. Here a with the coordinates a 0 degree means the radius vector length is a, means that is the length of that point from the point O, and the angle made by that is 0 degree, and as angle is 0 degree, that point lies on the line theta equals to 0 degree, and the distance is a, approximately if we take here. Therefore this is the point A with coordinates a and angle is 0 degree. Then the second point, here B is minus a by 2 and angle is 30 degree. As r is measured here negative, we have to plot it in the lower side of this initial line, and on the line theta equals to 30 degree. Therefore theta is equals to 30 degree, this is the line, and that distance is minus a by 2. Therefore half of this, approximately I can make that point here. This much distance is a by 2, and as it is negative, measured negative, we plot in the lower side, and if r is positive, we plot it in the upper side. Then c is equals to 2a pi by 2. Therefore the radius vector length is 2a and the angle made is pi by 2. Therefore that point lies on the line theta equals to pi by 2 or 90 degree, and that distance is 2a. Therefore approximately we make this much distance as 2a suppose, and the angle made is 90 degree. Then the third point, fourth point, D is minus a and the angle is 135 degree. Once again here r is measured as negative, therefore we have to plot it in the lower side of this figure, and the angle is 135 degree. Therefore on that line theta equals to 135 and the distance is minus a, same distance but on the lower side, and therefore this is the point D, coordinates minus a and 135 degree. Like this we can plot the points, and after plotting that points we have to join all these points smoothly to get the required figure of that polar curve. Therefore once again I will repeat, if r is measured positive, we plot it on the upper side of that figure, and if r is measured negative, we take it in the lower side of this initial line. Remember this as an important rule to plot the points. And after this we try to see the rules for polar curve tracing. First point is symmetry. There are three types of symmetry. First one, if theta is replaced by minus theta in the given equation, and if no change is there, then the curve is symmetrical about initial line. That is the first type of symmetry. For example, consider the equation as r is equals to a into cos of 2 theta. If we replace theta by minus theta, cos of minus theta is cos theta, means no change in the equation. Therefore this curve is symmetrical about the initial line. Second example, r square is equals to a square cos 2 theta. Here also it is in terms of cosine term, replacing theta by minus theta, no change is there, and as no change is there, the curve is symmetrical about the initial line. Third example, r is equals to a into 1 plus cos theta. Here also we replace theta by minus theta, cos of minus theta is cos theta, means no change in the equation, and as no change in the equation, this curve is also symmetrical about the initial line. Remember very simple point, whenever an equation in terms of cosine term or cos term, then that curve is always symmetrical about initial line. First type of symmetry. Then second symmetry, if power of r is even, then that curve is symmetrical about the pole or about the origin. For example, r square is equals to a square cos of 2 theta. Here the power of r is 2, even number, or that number is even, and therefore this curve is symmetrical about the pole. Means first symmetry exists here. It is symmetrical about initial line, as well as this curve is symmetrical about the pole. And then third symmetry, if r replaced by minus r and theta replaced by minus theta, and if there is no change, then the curve is symmetrical about the line theta is equals to pi by 2. For example, if we consider the equation as a sine of 3 theta, here the replace theta by minus theta, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, means change is there, and therefore it is not symmetrical about the initial line. The power of r is here 1, that's why it is not symmetrical about the pole also. Then we check for the third symmetry, replacing r by minus r, we get here minus r, and on right hand side replacing theta by minus theta, we get a sine of 3 times minus theta, and that is minus sine 3 theta, and that is equals to minus r. Minus minus get cancelled, and we get the same equation, r is equals to a sine of 3 theta. And as no change in the equation, curve is symmetrical about the line theta is equals to pi by 2, or line perpendicular to that initial line or vertical line. Okay, therefore three symmetries: symmetrical about initial line, symmetrical about the pole, and symmetrical about the line theta is equals to pi by 2. This is the first point. Then we consider point number 2, in which we have to substitute r is equals to 0 to determine or to obtain equation of the tangent or tangents at the pole. For example, if we consider the equation as r is equals to a cos of 2 theta, substituting r is equals to 0, left hand side becomes 0, is equals to a cos 2 theta, dividing by a we get cos 2 theta equals to 0, then transferring to other side we get 2 theta is equals to cos inverse of 0, and the value of cos inverse of 0 is plus pi by 2 or minus pi by 2, and therefore dividing by 2 we get theta is equals to plus or minus pi by 4. These are the two different tangents at the pole, and as we get two different tangents at the origin or at the pole, that point we discuss it in the previous types, that is Cartesian. Then point number 3, we have to make a table containing the values of theta and the corresponding values of r. And the fourth point, last point, using the formula tan phi is equals to r into d theta by dr, where phi is the angle between that radius vector and tangent. Find the points where tangent coincides or tangent is perpendicular to the radius vector. If we get phi equals to 0, then tangent coincides, and if we get phi equals to pi by 2, then that tangent is perpendicular to the radius vector. Therefore, these are the 4 important points to plot any polar curve. Then types of polar curve, which I will explain in my videos. First type, r is equals to a into sin n theta, or r is equals to a into cos of n theta. Second type, r raised to n is equals to a raised to n sin n theta, or r raised to n is equals to a raised to n into cos of n theta. Third, r is equals to a plus or minus b sin theta, or r is equals to a plus b cos theta, or r is equals to a minus b cos of theta. And the last, spirals. Therefore, these are the important types of polar curve which I will discuss in my all videos. In my next video, I will go for the first type, that is r is equals to a into sin n theta, or r is equals to a cos of n theta. I will discuss how we can test that type of polar curve by some simple example. If you are watching my videos, please like and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel for latest updates. Thank you very much.